Some food for thought for you. Every day, more than 1 billion meals are wasted across the world. This at a time when nearly 1,800 million people go hungry. The findings are according to the United Nations report. As per the report, the world wasted 1.05 billion metric tons of food in 2022, meaning about 1/5 of the food available to people was squandered by households. I have to make a correction there. I said 1,800, it's 800 million. Restaurants and other parts of the food service and retail sectors. These findings make up 13% of the world's food lost when it makes its journey from farms to fork. Hence, in total, about 1/3 of all food goes to waste during the production process. United Nations Food Waste Index says households are responsible for most of the world's food waste, about 60% of the 1 billion tons of food thrown away annually. But commercial food systems are also a substantial contributor. Food services accounted for 28% of waste and retail for about 12% in 2022. Not only is this waste affecting natural resources, it is also a big contributor to the climate and biodiversity crises. These account for close to 10% of global greenhouse gas emissions and displacing wildlife from intensive farming, as more than 1/4 of the world's agricultural land is given over to the production of food, which is consequently wasted. While few countries have plans in place to reduce food waste, others fail to include it in their proposals for reducing carbon emissions. The United Nations now has reliable data from more than 100 countries, which has enabled researchers to say with certainty that food waste is a global phenomenon afflicting developing countries as well as the rich world. As per the data, more food appears to be thrown away in hot countries, perhaps reflecting the shorter time it takes for food to spoil in higher temperatures, a lack of access to refrigeration and higher consumption of fresh food with more inedible parts. Around the world, about 79 kilograms of food is wasted per person annually. But in some countries, including the UK, Australia, Indonesia, Mexico and South Africa, food waste has been cut substantially since 2007. Japan has cut its food waste by nearly 1/3 and the UK by about 18%. So here's some advice for you. Do not be afraid to repurpose foods that might look unappetizing or stale. If they are still safe to eat, then do it and turn leftovers into something new. Make croutons out of stale bread, turn vegetables into stew, and make a sandwich out of last night's chicken. Because don't forget, someone somewhere is sleeping hungry. For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.